Hi there guys, I thought I'd do a quick video. I haven't done some massive amount of updates recently. This is probably the first face-to-face I've ever had on YouTube, I thought I'd do this now. What we're doing at the moment is we're just waiting to get a load of stuff through from various suppliers, so I'll buy all my own gear. I don't get sponsored at all for any of the videos I do, and so it all comes out of my pocket. So most of the projects I do, it takes time because it takes money, and we have to sort of budget our household bills as well around those things. So the fish room is coming along. As you know, I just bought a 240 litre tank. It's going to act as my sump. So before I put two plastic boxes in there to act as a sump, I wasn't overly happy with that approach, but it was going to be the cheaper option. But a tank came up locally to me, so I grabbed the opportunity and decided to go for it. So that needs to be cleaned out. The baffles need to be installed in there and the media put in there. So last night I ordered the acrylic sheets to go in there, which will act as the baffles. So in the sump I'm going to put some Alpha Grog. I had to check the name there, sorry about that. Some Alpha Grog as a submersed media in the middle of the sump. I've got to upgrade the pump as well, because the amount of tanks I'm going to be running off this sump, the pump I've got, I just don't think it's going to be enough. So I will replace the pump eventually. It's good enough to turn over 3 tanks, but as soon as I get 6 in there, I think it's going to really struggle. So that's going to be the next big purchase on my list. So I'm looking for a really good pump. It's got a pump at least 2 meters in head height, and cycle, all my tanks. So I want a really good pump. So currently I'm looking at what's known as a swimming pool pump. So that pumps about 10,000 liters per hour. It's going to be more than enough for the tanks I'm going to have in the fish room. I'm going to turn those tanks off, turn those tanks over a lot, which is good news. So I'm looking at that, but it is about £120. So don't know whether most of you have a spouse, but we often have to talk about these things with our wives and our husbands to make sure that we can get the budgets cleared, and household bills come first, unfortunately. So that's gonna be something I'll purchase later on, towards the fish room, but it's coming along. It's coming on really slowly, and I can only apologise to everyone watching this who's probably desperate to see me finish off the fish room and get it stocked with fish. Yeah, I am taking time over the weekends to do these things as well, and I work during the week, so it is trying to fit everything in and get it done. But it is on my projects for this year that I want to get finished off, and I want to get the fish room up and running as soon as possible. I don't know whether you've seen, but I've got fish growing on. I got some more fish the other day with the tank I bought. So all those fish need bigger places to live in, and everything else. So it is important that I get this tank done as soon as possible. So let's talk about what else we've got going on. So last update I showed you, I'm going to be doing a Raspberry Pi as well. The Raspberry Pi is going to be used to basically function my whole fish room. So that's going to be everything from lighting down to the pumps, the overflow system, the top up, everything is going to control. So I've been spending my evenings writing code in Python and CSS in order to build the web pages, so I can actually start having an interactive automated aquarium system. So that's been my plan as well. So that's come along really well. I've ordered the electrical box now, which is in situ in the fish room, where it's going to hold the Raspberry Pi and shut it away, so all the electrics are waterproof and safe. So that's there. It just needs to have everything connected up, and for me to test the Raspberry Pi with real electricity and real mains electricity to power these items. I can't see anything wrong with that. I've done electrics for a long time now. Even as a youngster, I used to do the Christmas tree lights, so I've got a lot of experience of wiring these things up. But I do advise, if you haven't got that experience, do get a qualified electrician in to check over your work at least, or to do it for you. There's nothing worse than have an electrical fire or electrocuting yourself or a member of your family. So please do take precautions when you deal with high voltage 240 volts electricity. So that's the safety thing out of the way. So I want to go back quickly now to the sump system and why I selected the Alpha Grog media. I previously used K1 cordless for smaller sumps, and it does work very well, but it's an extremely expensive product, especially for the K1 micro media. So you're talking for 50 litres of that, 90 plus pounds in the UK. So it is an expensive media. So I went for the Alpha Grog. I'm getting, I think, 19 kilos. Yeah, just checking out. Yeah, 19 kilos of Alpha Grog for £20. You know, so the Alpha Grog as well is porous ceramic filter media that supposedly allows more bacteria growing on it than something like K1 cordless. Now, I'm no expert, and I'm sure there's scientists out there that'll probably tell me I'm completely wrong, and that, you know, by far better media is the K1 cordless or something similar. However, I'm going to go with the submerged. I'm also going to have some K1 in there because I do have some K1. So it's going to be a bit of a hybrid sump. It's going to have basically sponges and filter floss in the main compartment where the water drains into it. Then it's going to have a small compartment where I'm going to have K1 cordless fluidized, so just using up the existing media I've got. Then a larger area which is going to have the Alpha Grog in it. I probably put some plants in with the Alpha Grog as well to help take away the nitrates, and then after that baffle it's going to feed into where the pump and heaters are, and that'll then pump through to the rest of the aquarium. So extremely excited to get that done. I wanted to get the tank clean this weekend, but we've had rubbish weather here in the south of England, so it's been raining really hard, so I haven't been able to get the tank outside to give it a good rinse off and a good clean and spray it, which is the other thing I need to do with that tank, just to make it look a bit neater and fit in with the rest of the fish room. So that's the update for today. Apologies there's no fish in this shot, but I just wanted to do my first face-to-face with you guys and show who I am, and also share those information with you. So take it easy, and thanks for watching. Cheers.